Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today as a passionate advocate for the critical cause of enhancing Social Security benefits, and I am thrilled to share with you an impactful video clip featuring Representative John Larson, a stalwart champion in this endeavor. This video is more than just a snippet. It is a compelling narrative, perhaps one of the most stirring presentations on the subject that we've witnessed throughout this year. As we navigate the landscape of 2023, a year earmarked for Social Security reform, it pains me to acknowledge that substantial progress has eluded us despite the plethora of Social Security bills circulating within the hallowed halls of Congress. However, hope is not lost. With the impending arrival of an election year, there exists a glimmer of optimism that the tides may turn in our favor, steering us towards a future marked by enhanced Social Security benefits. The protagonist in our story, Representative John Larson, assumes a central role in this unfolding saga. He eloquently underscores a pivotal point, one that resonates at the very heart of our discussion. Social Security beneficiaries, as highlighted by Larson, are not merely recipients of financial support. They are active contributors to their districts and local economies, injecting vitality and sustenance where it is most needed. Furthermore, Larson astutely observes that these beneficiaries often hail from the most economically vulnerable segments of our society, amplifying the urgency of our cause. Representative Larson's exposition on the Social Security 2100 legislation. This legislative initiative stands as a bulwark against the prospect of cuts, aiming to fortify and expand Social Security benefits, ensuring its robustness for generations to come. Yet, despite the urgency and the moral imperative that propels our pursuit, the year 2023 has unfolded without the substantive changes that we had envisioned. In a congressional hearing, Representative Larson engages with seasoned experts, including Mr. Orbach and Mr. Hayes, delving deep into the intricate mechanisms of Social Security funding and the ramifications thereof. With probing questions, Larson seeks to unravel the essence of FICA, the Federal Insurance Contribution Act, and its role as the financial backbone of the Social Security system. Zooming out for a bigger picture, a recent Gallup poll spills the tea on what Americans are thinking about the future of Social Security. Turns out, 50% of those who haven't retired yet are feeling optimistic about cashing in on Social Security benefits, a jump from years gone by. Even current retirees are throwing in their 2 cents, with 53% thinking they're in for the long haul with their benefits. But, and it's a big but, around 43% of the gang are a tad worried their benefits might take a hit down the road. Why all this optimism, you ask? Well, cue the election vibes. President Biden's been loud and clear about wanting to beef up Social Security, and Republicans are on board too, though they're more about keeping the ship afloat without cutting benefits. Then in walks former President Donald Trump with a wild plan. Forget taxing this and that, let's drill more oil and use that cash to keep Social Security rolling. A bit out of left field, but hey, it's in the mix. So lawmakers are on the grind, cooking up a plan to save Social Security. But hey, let's keep it real. Having a plan doesn't mean it's going to be the next big law on the block. It's like cooking up a storm in the kitchen. You need the right ingredients, and sometimes the recipe just doesn't make it to the dinner table. Now here's the kicker. We're a year away from a presidential election. You know what's a surefire way to win hearts? Promise the moon and stars. Tell people you'll pump up their Social Security, keep it alive for ages, or throw in some free money. According to the experts, that's how you win votes. As the saga unfolds, we'll be your go-to source for all the latest and greatest on Social Security reform. Feel free to share the scoop with your buddies on Facebook, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, now's the time. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the flip side with more updates on the Social Security roller coaster. In a nutshell, the Social Security scene is buzzing with lawmakers eyeing significant changes. Talk of a $2,000 stimulus check for the elderly and a $2,400 Social Security boost is in the air. While discussions are happening, nothing's set in stone yet. Optimism about Social Security's future is on the rise, possibly linked to the upcoming election. Lawmakers are cooking up plans, but having one doesn't guarantee it becomes law. Stay tuned for updates.